The HOA thought they could bulldoze my lake house over unpaid dues. What they didn't expect? My wife, the county judge, was home, and she had the final say. It was early morning when I saw the chaos, heavy machinery tearing through the deck of my lake house, the water splashing around like a storm in sea. A bulldozer crushed my dock while the HOA crew waved their authorization papers, thinking they were untouchable. I grabbed the phone to call 911, but before I could dial, my wife, Judge Catherine Lee, stepped onto the porch. Calm, composed, yet radiating authority, she surveyed the scene like a lion spotting intruders. "Stop this immediately," she commanded. The foreman laughed. "Ma'am, we have the HOA authorization. They didn't pay dues." Catherine didn't flinch. "I'm the presiding county judge. That so-called authorization is null and void, and you're trespassing." The crew exchanged nervous glances. One started muttering something about just doing our job. Catherine raised her hand. "No, you're not. You're violating property law. Step away from the structure now." I watched, amazed, as her calm yet authoritative tone made the men freeze mid-action. The bulldozer operator's hands shook on the controls. Then, Catherine grabbed the HOA's authorization papers and held them up to the morning sun. "These are forged, and any destruction you've caused, you'll pay restitution personally." The foreman's jaw dropped. But we..." She interrupted. "No excuses. You're leaving before the sheriff gets here. And when the HOA board comes, they'll face contempt charges for this illegal action." By the time the county sheriff arrived 20 minutes later, the HOA had retreated, leaving tire tracks and chaos behind. Karen, the HOA president, was standing at the edge of the property, white as a sheet. Catherine walked up to her, arms crossed. "Next time, maybe, check who owns the land and who enforces the law." Karen sputtered, muttering something about misunderstandings before retreating to her car. Within a week, the HOA board received fines, legal notices, and a public reprimand for fraud and unlawful destruction. My lake house, repaired, standing proud. A reminder that power works best when backed by knowledge and authority. From that day on, whenever anyone mentions unpaid dues, they do so quietly, out of respect for the county judge who protected her home.